Well, hello, this old house fans, or my old house fans. This is the afternoon of the 25th of July, 2025. I haven't done a video in a while, but it's high summer, and today is about 95 degrees with about 85% humidity, so it is a steam bath outside. In a previous video, you remember that on the end of my old garage was an extension. It was used as a clock shop by one of the previous owners. And I always wanted to get rid of the extension, and that's what I've done over the past few days. I didn't document the actual destruction or demolition of the extension, but I didn't think that was necessary. But here you can see the spot where it used to be. It was attached to the old garage. This is now the exposed end wall of the old garage. So with the two windows now not being under the roof of the extension, I have a little more light inside the old garage. But you can see that the extension was resting on a block foundation. And I'm going to cap the block foundation with red brick all the way around the perimeter. And then I'm going to build a shed in the space, not the entire space. I'm going to build a shed that's 8 feet wide and 16 feet long, so it won't take up the entire space. But I don't want the shed to be too high, so I'm going to get some deck piers and sink them into the earth, and then put the pressure-treated wood as a rim joist for the deck of the shed on the brick piers. And then anywhere that is not covered by the shed, I will have weed cloth and gravel covering the ground, trying to bring the floor of the deck, the floor of the shed, even with the top of the block topped with the brick. So you can see that it opens up the space between the old garage and the pole building, but I need a shed because I've got a lot of stuff. I've got old lumber that I want to store out of the weather. I've got extension ladders. I've got yard tools, and I'll put a 4x4, or rather a 4-foot wide door on the front of the shed so I can get access to it. And the long axis of the shed will be similar to the long axis of this extension. Just won't be quite as long as all the block. So again, the shed will go up here, and I want the floor or deck of the shed to not be any higher than the block when it's topped with the brick. The bricks are 2 inches thick. And then infill with gravel, so it's a neat setup, and I don't have to store all this junk outside. As I say, lumber, some old masonry, I can use those bricks. I have to tear down that chimney, and those are more modern bricks, but that should give me enough bricks to be able to top the block with the bricks all the way around. You can see over there on the end some of the bricks that trying to use my zoom here, but it's okay. All right, so there we go. So there you can see the bricks that are on top of when the focus comes in, bricks that are on top of the block. So in any event, this hollow will get filled in with a shed and some gravel, and everything should look nice and neat. And then I can go on to more projects, which include the painting of the house. My nephew is here, and he's going to give me a hand prepping and painting, and hopefully by the end of the summer the main house will have been painted, and hopefully maybe even the porch restored. Plus I'll have to work on the windows as well. So that's what's happening at this old house on the 25th of July 2025. See you later.